The whispering shadows. In the heart of the dense willowwood forest, rumors of a mysterious phenomenon called the whispering shadows had long gripped the nearby town of Eldermore. Some claimed the shadows lured travelers into the woods, never to return. Others dismissed them as old folklore meant to keep children from wandering too far. But for Detective Lucas Haynes, the phenomenon became more than just a story when his younger sister Emily disappeared after visiting the forest a month ago. Lucas had spent sleepless nights replaying her last message in his mind. "I'm going to Willowwood to prove there's nothing to fear," she had said with her usual stubborn determination. The town's search parties had returned empty-handed. Lucas, consumed by guilt and desperation, decided to investigate alone. A perilous journey. Equipped with a flashlight, a compass, and a notebook for clues, Lucas entered Willowwood under the veil of twilight. The forest was eerily silent, its towering trees casting long, menacing shadows. The deeper he ventured, the heavier the air seemed, as though unseen eyes were watching him. As night fell, whispers began to swirl around him. Faint, unintelligible, yet unmistakably human. Lucas froze, gripping his flashlight tightly. "Who's there?" he called out. No response. The whispers ceased, replaced by the rustling of leaves. Convinced it was his mind playing tricks, he pressed on. The forgotten cabin. Hours later, Lucas stumbled upon a decrepit cabin hidden behind a thicket of vines. The windows were shattered, the door hanging ajar. Inside, he found a series of cryptic messages scrawled on the walls in charcoal. "Beware the shadows. Truth hides in silence." Amid the debris, Lucas discovered Emily's backpack. His heart raced as he rummaged through it, finding her journal. The final entry read, "The shadows are not what they seem. If you listen, they reveal the truth." A chilling breeze swept through the cabin, extinguishing his flashlight. In the pitch-black darkness, the whispers returned, louder this time. They seemed to form words. Follow the light. The maze of shadows. Suddenly, a faint blue glow appeared outside the cabin. Lucas hesitated but decided to follow it. The glow led him deeper into the forest, where the trees grew unnaturally twisted. The whispers grew louder, overlapping and chaotic until Lucas could barely hear his own thoughts. The light stopped at a clearing, revealing a large stone circle carved with ancient runes. As Lucas approached, the shadows around the circle seemed to come alive, moving unnaturally against the pale moonlight. One shadow separated itself and advanced toward him. It was humanoid but lacked any features, a void of darkness that sent shivers down his spine. The shadow extended an arm, pointing to a stone tablet in the center of the circle. Carved into the tablet were two options: sacrifice or truth. Below the words was a small, ancient dagger. The impossible choice. The whispers intensified, urging Lucas to choose. His hands trembled as he picked up the dagger. "What does this mean?" he shouted into the void. The shadow merely pointed again to the tablet. Lucas understood the stakes. The sacrifice likely meant his life, but truth could hold the key to Emily's fate. He chose truth and pressed the dagger into his palm, allowing his blood to drip onto the tablet. The shadows surged around him, and suddenly, the clearing dissolved into darkness. When Lucas opened his eyes, he found himself in a memory. Emily's memory. He saw her walking into the forest, her flashlight flickering. She encountered the same stone circle, and like Lucas, she was faced with the same choice. But Emily had chosen sacrifice. The revelation. The memory shattered and Lucas was back in the clearing. The shadow spoke for the first time, its voice a blend of many. "Your sister's sacrifice binds her here, protecting the truth. Will you take her place?" Lucas's mind raced. The forest's curse was not malevolent, but a barrier, keeping a dangerous truth hidden. He realized the shadows were guardians, and Emily had chosen to remain to maintain the balance. If he took her place, she could be freed, but the secret would remain protected, and he would be trapped forever. He thought of Emily's defiance, her determination, and how she had always protected him. Gritting his teeth, he nodded. "I'll do it. Let her go." The final twist. The shadows enveloped Lucas, pulling him into their realm. As he faded, he heard Emily's voice calling his name. Moments later, she appeared in the clearing, dazed but alive. She found his notebook, now filled with a single line written in his handwriting. "The greatest love is the one that lets go." Emily wept as she realized the price her brother had paid. She left the forest, determined to honor Lucas's sacrifice by living fully and sharing his story. Meanwhile, Lucas joined the shadows, becoming one of the guardians of Willowwood, ensuring the balance remained undisturbed. Moral of the story? True love and courage often require selflessness. Sometimes, the greatest strength lies in letting go for the greater good.